Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be discussing about Igbo spirituality, the concepts that we have in Igbo spirituality. So first of all, I'm going to be asking this question: what do you know about the spiritual beliefs and practices of the Igbo people? Now these are like essential questions that many of us do not ask. We don't try to understand the spiritual practices, the spiritual beliefs of the Igbo people, hence why we demonize these practices even without understanding them, or we understand them most times but from a Eurocentric point of view. It is how we understand it, and you cannot understand your indigenous culture, your indigenous practices through the lens of a stranger, through the lens of people that are not practicing it and did not inherit these practices from their predecessors or ancestors. Now, if we are looking at these beliefs of the Igbo people, we also need to understand that the Igbo spiritual belief system is called ordinary. Now, this translates to as it is done by the people, as it is done by a people, as how the people talk to their gods or their god, their deities, the divine forces that are within their environment, all those things. It also includes how a people deals with their culture, their value system, their principles, and how they acknowledge the divine or spiritual forces around them. Because in the Igbo, we believe that we are a spiritual people, we are a godly people, irrespective of the fact that our godliness is not being appreciated by Westerners. It still doesn't exclude the fact that in the Igbo, we are godly people. Now, we need to understand that there are numerous primordial forces in the Igbo interact with, but to be looking at the most common forces, and these common forces is beginning with the concept of Chukwu. Now we look at the concept of Chukwu as Okike Kerowa. In regards to this essence as the source of all things, the manifestation of our collective will, which manifests as a person's chi or as the chi. Therefore, Chukwu is the aggregate of all the chis. Your chi, my chi, the chi of an animal, the chi of a stone, every single thing that is living within a system, whether inanimate or animate, all those things have their chi expression. This concept of chi is now defined as the primordial force. The primordial force is regarded as Abara Ketere Madu, which is the creator or an individual's creator. It is also the driving force behind an individual. We say chi adinizu, which also means that your chi has to agree for something, whether benevolent or malignant, to happen to you before it happens to you. So chi adinizu. Yet unappreciated Igbo concept is Agbo. We look at Agbo as Abara Ketere Akonuchi. Agbo deals with an individual's creative or mental affiliation, which means your cognitive ability, how you think, the wisdom, the skills, your creativity. All those things are under the jurisdictions of Agbo. Hence, why we link the negative effects of neglecting Agbo as Aragu, which manifests as psychosis or schizophrenia. The Ichie concept is an important one. Now, these are dead ancestors that lived and observed the laws of Chukwu and Ajani. We consecrate the essence of these ancestors in effigies that we refer to as Ikenga or Oposi Ndi Ichie. Counterparts are known as the Umuada. These are the dead female matriarchs or female equivalents of Ndi Ichie. Umuada are always perceived to be troublesome spiritually, but when in an alignment, they are extremely protective and extremely benevolent to an individual. We cannot go through this concept without talking about Ikenga. Ikenga is the representation or a repository of strength. It represents the status and the achievements of a man. So basically, a man could be a warrior and his Ikenga will be recognized as an Ikenga of warriors. Basically, this effigy is going to look like is going to basically represent. It's going to have a sword, and it's also going to have that's a human head to represent a warrior. Now, if this person is a titled man, his Ikenga is going to also represent it. It represents his achievements in life, his strength as a man. Now, in some cases, they also say that Ikenga Nwanyị Budia, but Igbo spirituality is also based on personal understanding, personal experiences, and personal interactions. So for we women, we can always say that irrespective of our Ikenga being tied to our husbands, individually, we have our strength of fertility, our strength of childbirth, because we also pass through these hells and troubles of giving birth, and it can also be linked to having some sort of supernatural forces which basically allows or enables us to basically carry life and basically bring forth life. They also basically define it as omomo, which becomes a strength of its own, but on a grander scale, Ikenga basically represents strength in whatever capacity. Generally, we in the Igbo, we have concepts that we use to express our spiritual beliefs. We also have items that we use for affirmations, egoji, egofo. But I just want to list out these few and allow you communicate to me which concept or which Igbo word or term that you want me to explain or interpret, and I'm going to do my research and basically get back to you on that. So I'm going to love to hear your thoughts via the comment sections, which concepts you want me to explain. So I'm going to do justice to that. But meanwhile, subscribe to my channel and follow me up on all my socials. And until next time, Nyagazie.